Hey guys, hey my friends out there. I know it's been a minute since I've done a video. Today is one of those days that I talked in my last video of one of the hardest days of my life 4 years ago. And you're looking at me like, well, why are you smiling now? I'm smiling because I've let go of the pain. 4 years ago, in 2021, today would mark 4 years that my dad passed away because of COVID. And like I said, a week before that, my mother. And you talk about world crashing and thinking that there would be no hope, no light, no beginning. It was an end, I felt back then. And I know that all of us, in one way or another, maybe not the same circumstance, but a circumstance of our own, has felt like there's no hope. It'll never get better. It'll always be downhill. But today, really realizing that I could stay in the darkness, or I could immerse myself in the light and see that there could be a change. But the only person that could make that change was myself. Really put into my point of view of really understanding that keeping the pain was all up to me. Keeping the sadness was all up to me. Or I could look around at the small blessings of having my husband, having my baby. And I tell you, it's been a ride. Not saying that it's easy. That same year, I as well got married. It was during that time that I actually made a choice of getting married. And then we were married, and I was going through grief, and then going through trying to be happy, and you know, all these things. And then finding out 6 months later I was pregnant. So it was all this at once, right? And then I had people that were saying that, you know, their opinions, which is great. They're not saying that, like I said, we can use some people's opinions, but actually just as long as it's not like hurting, right? But at that time I had everybody give me opinions. And then I was trying to grieve, and then also trying to start my own life and restart a life. But long story short, is today I woke up and said, you know what? I will always miss my parents. I will always want to hear their voices, and I will always have little things that I can do that and have, and I'm honored to have that, because some people don't, but I'm honored to have little things like videos and stuff that I can look back and go, that's my mom, and I can show my son. But I wanted to share this with you today to understand darkness only lasts for a night. Doesn't mean like a time frame of night, mind you. It means like for a season. Don't let the season keep you in that season. Let it grow you, let it show you what blessings God has given you, what your gifting has never stopped and will never stop, that God has blessed you with. No matter what people's opinions, no matter what it comes through, understand that He will always give you peace. He will always give you an understanding. It may not come immediately, trust me, it may not come immediately, but He will show you, and He will never leave you. I'm proof of that. I'm not just here saying some words to make it seem like a lolly-law world. No, truly, I know in my darkest time of losing both my mom and dad 4 years ago, and not saying that it was an overnight success or anything like that, but this journey, I know for a fact when it started, that changed my life, it would only be because of Him. I would not be where I'm standing. I would not be how I am. I would not keep the peace that He's given me, or the love that He's given me. Not saying that it wasn't a struggle, because let me tell you, it was a struggle with people's opinions, certain people's opinions that were not trying to be nice. But even through that, He was always with me, because if we keep our eyes and our minds straight forward on Him, and we keep our positive and our love and all the things that are good in His sight in our mind, we can overcome all things. All things, we are overcomers. I love you guys so much. Just wanted to share this from my heart, and know that you are never alone. And if you need somebody, just DM me or message me, just let me know. And I'll come in agreement in prayer for you today. I love you guys.